Charlie Chaplin was a brilliant filmmaker, often considered to be one of the most important and finest in history. His contributions to the art of film are undeniable and are still enthusiastically celebrated to this day. Being a film buff and retro game fan, when I discovered the existence of a DOS game where you not only control Chaplin, but are given the task of actually participating in the creation of Chaplin films, I was terribly excited at the entire concept. I was in for a unique, once-in-a-lifetime experience that would promise several hours of enjoyment. Right? So, this slapstick simulator begins well enough with a title card that proclaims, "Starring Charlie Chaplin," then proceeds to the title screen, which immediately evokes the classic style of silent film. You're then brought to your menu, where you're given the choice to start a game, load a saved movie, or see the high scores, which, good luck on ever seeing your name in there. You're then brought to a screen that allows you to flip through scripts in order to choose the one that you'd like to film. The scripts range in complexity of scenes, actors, and props, which determines the cost of the film. Your goal is to make a successful film that makes a lot of money so that you can keep on making bigger, more grandiose pictures for even more cash. You flip through the scenes until you reach a contract which you sign and then start filming your scenes. When the game first entered the filming stage, I was still pretty damn excited. The animations are delightful. The monochrome graphics are quite evocative of the era, and Charlie's movements are incredibly whimsical representations of his signature moves. And then I actually started to try and play. Jesus goddamn tap dancing Christ. These controls are god-awful. From what I've gathered after reading about the game, your goal is to avoid being hit by the other actors and hit them, or kiss them if they are a pretty lady. Note, I said pretty. It is very hard to tell exactly where you are in relation to the other characters. It's almost impossible, also, to land a hit on them, but they will always, assuredly, kick your ass no matter what. The box office return, and thus the success of your film, depends on you landing more hits on them than they you. With these controls, this goal is almost damn near impossible. When I first started playing, I just assumed that Charlie getting knocked down would be worth plenty of laughs, thus work towards the success of my film. But this just isn't the case. And to make matters worse, there was no indication of how your audience will react to your scenes. No laughter, no scoring system during production, nothing. You only discover your performance after the aggravating and laborious production process when the newspaper cruelly mocks you in your film. The game offers absolutely no assistance in helping you to grasp exactly what you are doing or how you are doing. You only have 4 movements besides walking and climbing: punching, kicking, falling, and kissing. Apparently that is all Charlie's chick was. And you keep facing off the exact same characters in the exact same environments. This game is painfully repetitious. You choose a script, sign off, film a scene, fall, try to interact with the environment, fall, and fucking fall. There are ladders and stairs to climb in certain levels, but good luck hitting the exact sweet spot to get up there. You have to be at the exact precise location in order for this to work, and you'll most likely be knocked down a dozen times while trying. Then you're given the chance to quote-unquote edit the scene, which is merely the ability to watch your gameplay back again in varying speeds, forwards or backwards. Now, this feature, I'll admit, is impressive for its time, but just served to further frustrate me with having to watch back my calamitous failures. And then, after all of that aggravation, your film is screened in front of an audience. Yes, this means that you once again are forced to watch each level played back for you, back to back to back, with absolutely no indication of what worked for you or against you. You have absolutely no idea of how you did until Variety pisses in your eye with a taunting headline. Once your productions fail enough to completely deplete your resources, you are taunted with the high score screen, which actually contains my favorite part of the whole game. A little Charlie waddles out, shrugs at you, and waddles back off screen. That actually made me smile and temporarily forget the pain I had just been subjected to. And then I decided to play again. So, final verdict. I absolutely hated this game. I went in expecting at least some moderate level of enjoyment, but there was none to be found here. I cannot stress how bad the controls are. You really just have to play to know what I mean. You will spend your time beating the keys of your keyboard to death while falling every couple of seconds. The idea behind this game is not terrible at all, and with more clearly defined goals and a functioning control scheme, this would actually be quite a fun game. But as it stands, I will never, ever, ever play this game again. Now, if you're a diehard Chaplin fan, then I guess I can recommend checking this one out, especially if you're also into obscure DOS games. But otherwise, do yourself a favor and just seek out some of Charlie's classic films and enjoy those instead. Alright guys, this has been Algae. That's all I've got for Charlie Chaplin. I will see you next time. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.